Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am VC Pramod with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi announces $1 billion line of credit for development of Far East region of Russia, giving a new dimension to economic diplomacy. Former Finance Minister P Chidambaram sent to Tihar Jail till the 19th of September in connection with INX Media case. Landline telephone services fully restored in Kashmir Valley. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh calls for collective international action to check perpetrators of terrorism. President Ram Nath Kovind felicitates winners of National Teachers Award on Teachers' Day. In US Open Tennis, Rafael Nadal advances to men's singles semi-finals. India has announced a line of credit worth $1 billion for the development of Far East region of Russia, giving a new dimension to economic diplomacy. Addressing the plenary session of the 5th Eastern Economic Forum EEF in Vladivostok this evening, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said this announcement will prove to be a take-off point for India's Act Far East policy.
फार ईस्ट के विकास में और योगदान देने के लिए भारत $1 बिलियन की लाइन ऑफ क्रेडिट देगा। यह पहला मौका है कि हम किसी देश के क्षेत्र विशेष को लाइन ऑफ क्रेडिट दे रहे हैं। मेरी सरकार की एक्ट ईस्ट पॉलिसी ने ईस्ट एशिया को एक्टिवली एंगेज किया है।
The Prime Minister said that startups are India's strength and the youth of India and Russia can work further with new technologies for development of both the countries.
अब टेक्नोलॉजी को जीवन का एक एक्सटेंडेड हिस्सा मान करके ही चलना होगा। तो एक कॉमन गुड्स के लिए हम टेक्नोलॉजी का ज्यादा इस्तेमाल कैसे कर सकें और उसमें रशियन ब्रेन एंड इंडियन ब्रेन मिल करके उस काम को कर सकते हैं। मैं समझता हूं हमारी युवा शक्ति इस विषय को लेकर के काफी कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकती है।
The Prime Minister said with the start of the proposed Vladivostok-Chennai sea route, the relations of both countries will be further strengthened. Mr. Modi said the relation between India and the Far East is age-old, as India is the first country which opened its consulate in Vladivostok. He expressed happiness at the signing of more than 50 business agreements in Vladivostok at the EEF platform. The Prime Minister thanked Russian President Vladimir Putin for inviting him as the chief guest of EEF for his love for India. On the sidelines of Eastern Economic Forum in Vladivostok this morning, Prime Minister Modi held a bilateral meeting with his Japanese counterpart Shinzo Abe. During the meeting, both leaders shared similar views on Indo-Pacific region. Prime Minister Modi met Malaysian Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad and discussed trade matters between the two countries. The Malaysian Prime Minister assured to balance the trade by importing more goods and services from India. Foreign Secretary Vijay Gokhale informed that the Prime Minister has raised the issue of extradition of Zakir Naik and asserted that the Indian officials will continue to hold deliberations with Malaysia in this regard. Mr. Modi also held talks with Mongolian President Khalmagin Batulga, who is scheduled to visit India this month. The Prime Minister has left for New Delhi after concluding his 3-day visit to Russia. Former Finance Minister P Chidambaram has been sent to Tihar Jail by a special CBI court in Delhi in connection with the INX Media corruption case. Special Judge Ajay Kumar Kuhar sent him to 14-day judicial custody till the 19th of this month. The court allowed the Congress leader to carry his medicines to jail and directed that he be kept in a separate cell in Tihar prison as he was a protectee under Z security. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta assured that there will be adequate security for him in the jail. A desk report.
P Chidambaram was produced before Delhi court today after the expiry of his 2-day CBI custody in the case. His 15-day CBI custody ordered by the special court in 5 spells, which started after his arrest on 21st of August, ended today. During the hearing, the CBI demanded that Mr. Chidambaram be sent to judicial custody. The CBI had registered an FIR against him in May 2017 for alleged irregularities in the Foreign Investment Promotion Board clearance granted to the INX Media Group for receiving overseas fund of 305 crore rupees in 2007 during Chidambaram's tenure as Finance Minister. After that, the Enforcement Directorate lodged a money laundering case in this regard in 2017. Anand Kumar, News Desk.
Earlier, the Supreme Court today refused to grant anticipatory bail to P Chidambaram in the INX Media laundering case, lodged by the Enforcement Directorate. The top court dismissed Chidambaram's plea challenging the Delhi High Court verdict, denying him anticipatory bail in the case. The court said that anticipatory bail cannot be given as a matter of right of accused. A bench of Justices R. Bhanumati and A. S. Bopanna said this is not a fit case to grant anticipatory bail, saying grant of bail at this stage will hamper investigation. Landline communication has been fully restored in the entire Kashmir Valley. An official spokesperson said that all landline phones have been fully restored in central, south and north Kashmir districts. However, mobile phone, broadband and mobile internet services remain completely snapped across the valley since the 5th of August following abrogation of Article 370. Out of 111 police stations, restrictions under Section 144 have been lifted in 92 police station areas across Kashmir Valley. Officials said that overall situation in Kashmir remained calm and under control. Eyewitnesses and officials said that people were moving freely with private transport plying. People living in border district of Poonch have hailed the government's decision to scrap Article 370. Talking to our Jammu correspondent, they expressed the hope that the abrogation of Article 370 will now pave the way for all-round development of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh.
मैं आज से पहले जरदारी में पहुंच कर आने वाला हूं। मैं समझता हूं 370 जैसे तोड़ा ही अच्छा है। मेरी प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया से मोदी साहब से मेरी गुजारिश है कि अब हमारी जमीनों का जैसे आपने बोला कि हम तहफ़्फ़ुज़ करेंगे, कोई और आर्टिकल निकालेंगे, आप वो आर्टिकल निकालें। और इसके साथ साथ एक और बेनिफिट क्या है कि चलो इंडस्ट्रीज आएंगी, हमारे बच्चों को रोजगार मिलेगी, सनती मराकज़ आएंगे और इसके अलावा तजारत बढ़ेगी।
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has called for a collective international action to check perpetrators of terrorism and advocated strong measures against those who support and finance terrorism and provide sanctuary to terrorists. Mr. Singh was delivering a keynote address at the Seoul Defence Dialogue 2019 with the theme Building Peace Together, Challenges and Vision during his visit to South Korea today.
भारत ग्लोबल लेवल पर यूएन और अन्य इंटरनेशनल फोरम्स के साथ साथ बाइलेटरल और रीजनल फोरम पर भी काउंटर टेररिज्म कोऑपरेशन हेतु काफी सक्रिय है। हम कलेक्टिव एक्शन के माध्यम से टेरर ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस और उनके नेटवर्क्स को ध्वस्त करने, आतंकी घटनाओं को अंजाम देने वालों की पहचान करने और उनकी जांच करने में सक्षम होंगे।
President Ram Nath Kovind today gave away the National Teachers Award to 46 teachers in New Delhi. The award is given to meritorious teachers on Teachers' Day to celebrate the unique contribution of teachers and to honor those teachers who have improved the quality of school education and enriched the lives of students. Our correspondent spoke to some of the awardees who expressed happiness.
Myself Ashutosh Anand from UPS Miyagan, District Barabanki, Uttar Pradesh. I am teaching in a junior high school from class 6 to 8. I believe in teaching science with the involvement of students. They make science trials and in this process they know which principle, what technology is used in that very process. And they learn easily how to understand scientific methods.
Addressing teachers from Delhi Tamil Education Association schools, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu called for providing integrated and holistic education to children. Describing teachers as architects of national development, he advised them to inculcate values of democracy, equality, freedom, justice, secularism, concern for others' well-being, respect for human dignity, and human rights in children. Teachers' Day is celebrated on the birth anniversary of former President and educationist Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. The Skill Development Ministry is actively involved in imparting skills training to socially and economically weaker sections of society. In an exclusive interview to All India Radio News, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Minister Mahendra Nath Pandey said under the Craftsman Training Scheme, special one-year course at ITIs has been started for surrendered Maoists in LWE affected areas. He applauded the encouraging participation of women under the Skill Development Program.
हमारे पास विशेष पाठ्यक्रम और केंद्र हैं जो शारीरिक रूप से दिव्यांग और नशीली दवाओं की लत वाले, उनका भी पुनर्वासन का, वो महिलाएं जो पहले कठिन परिस्थितियों में थी, यौनकर्मी और किशोर कैदी, उन सबको भी हम मुख्य धारा में लाने के प्रयत्न कर रहे हैं। हम दिल्ली पुलिस के साथ मिलकर युवा परियोजना पर काम कर रहे हैं। उन बच्चों के लिए जो पुलिस स्टेशन के आसपास रहते हैं और चुनौतीपूर्ण वातावरण में है।
The full interview will be broadcast on FM Gold channel of All India Radio today at 9:30 p.m. Minister of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions Dr. Jitendra Singh today assured pensioners of timely redressal of their problems. He was chairing a meeting organized by the Department of Pension and Pensioners' Welfare in New Delhi. Dr. Singh said the government is aware of the sensitivities related to pensioners' demands, which will be resolved. The minister also emphasized on maximum digitization of the documentation process dealing with pensioners' cases. He said the government has started pension adalats through video conferencing and pensioners' portal where one can easily check the PPO status. As the time for the historic landing of Chandrayaan-2 on the lunar soil is fast approaching, wishes for the success of the mission are pouring in from all corners of the country for Team ISRO. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is scheduled to witness the consummation of the Chandrayaan-2 mission with the scheduled soft landing of the lander Vikram and the rollout of the rover Pragyan. He will be joined at ISTRAC premises by a group of about 70 students who have been selected for the viewing by qualifying in a nationwide quiz. One of the students, Vaishnavi from Karnataka, says she is inspired to become a future space scientist with the ISRO.
I am Vaishnavi, 9th standard from Daffodil Concept School, ICSC Sindanur. I am very happy that I am seeing Chandrayaan-2 live with the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. I want to become an ISRO scientist.
Our correspondent has filed this report.
The scientists are burning midnight oil for the success of the mission, as it is just a single step away to have its rendezvous with the uncharted territory near lunar South Pole. However, the final step, that is the powered descent, to be initiated by around 1 a.m. on Saturday, is said to be the most complex and the most crucial operation. The scientists in the ISTRAC Satellite Control Center exude confidence about the success, just like the sequence of the previous missions involved with Chandrayaan-2. Jai Singh, AAR News, Bengaluru.
At the stock markets, the Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange fell 80 points to close at 36,644 today. But the Nifty at the National Stock Exchange gained 3 points to end at 10,848. In sports news, in tennis, Rafael Nadal advanced to the semi-finals of the US Open with a 6-4, 7-5, 6-2 win over Argentine 20th seed Diego Schwartzman. The Spaniard recorded an 8th straight win over two-time US Open quarter-finalist Schwartzman in a match that finished early this morning. Both the men's singles semi-finals are slated for Saturday. Second seed Nadal will play Italy's Matteo Berrettini in the first semis for a berth in the final. In the other semi-final, Russia's Daniil Medvedev will take on Bulgaria's Gregor Dimitrov. Both the women's single semi-finals are scheduled for tomorrow morning. American Serena Williams faces Ukraine's fifth-seeded Elena Svitolina in the first semi-final. Canadian teen Bianca Andreescu, who became the first teen US Open semi-finalist in a decade, is slated to clash in the second semi-final against fellow Slam semi-final debutant B. Benkich. India's campaign at the Chinese Taipei Open Badminton Tournament ended today with Saurabh Verma suffering a straight game loss in the men's singles second round. World number 38 Saurabh went down to world number 2 Chao Tien-Chien of Chinese Taipei 12-21, 10-21 in a match that lasted 30 minutes. In cricket, South Africa will begin their India tour from the 15th of this month. They are scheduled to play 3 T20s and as many tests in India. During their last tour of India, South Africa had won the T20 and ODI series but lost the tests. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi announces $1 billion line of credit for development of Far East region of Russia, giving a new dimension to economic diplomacy. Former Finance Minister P Chidambaram sent to Tihar Jail till the 19th of September in connection with the INX Media case. Landline telephone services fully restored in Kashmir Valley. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh calls for collective international action to check perpetrators of terrorism. President Ram Nath Kovind felicitates winners of National Teachers Award on Teachers' Day. In US Open tennis, Rafael Nadal advances to the men's singles semi-finals. And with that, we end the news at 9. Good night.